at the shelter, okay?
If I'd known you were trying to feed the village people's blind cousin, I'd be preparing, making the sushi with your eyeballs. And if you bug me again, kid, I'll make some with your family jewels.
No, man. That won't be necessary.
You'd make some great sausage, too.
See you later.
Good riddance, kid.
Why, you... Oh! Come on, Joshua. Here, boy.
Delicious! What's for dessert?
Hey, what about that password?
Yes, I remember.
Where are you going?
Yahoo! Oh la la! I'm starving. Ah.
Look at the mess this wacko got us into. Well, at least it stopped snowing. That's better than nothing. Maybe I should have kept my big mouth shut. That's one of those doohickeys they used to drag heavy things with. The cable is released, then pulled in by a small motor. I think it's called a winch. Hey, I could use it to tow Joshua to shore. I hope I can get it to work. I was afraid of this. The battery is dead. It won't work unless I get the pickup truck started first. I hope it doesn't fall off as I open it. Yeah, if I get the engine to start, the winch will work. We're in luck. The key is in the ignition. It won't start. I guess I was asking for a miracle. It's got gasoline for sure, and the battery light hasn't come on, so there must be something wrong with the engine. I'm not much of an auto mechanic, but it can't hurt to open up the hood and take a look-see. I wonder if there is even an engine inside. How weird. There's no sign of the rod used to hold up the hood. The hockey stick may be too long, but it could work, though it would be better if I take off the bear claw first. Perfect. Now I can take a good look at the engine. Okay, let's see if I can figure out why it won't start. One thing's for sure, it doesn't have any spark plugs. Yeah, I could use the knife as a screwdriver in order to remove the spark plug from the chainsaw. Presto! Now I've got a spark plug. An essential part for any engine to run. Let's see if I can put it in right. Done. Hopefully the engine will work now. Cross your fingers. Sweet! Let's hope the winch will work. Yes! Let's get this nightmare over with. Joshua, pay attention! Grab it! I've got to get that nutcase off the icy lake. Perfect, this is working. I'll get Joshua's monk outfit from the shelter. He should be wearing it when we go to Professor Simon's house. If they see him in his regular clothes, they won't let us in, even with the password. Here, Joshua. Well, here we go.
The man who knows does not speak.
The man who speaks doesn't know.
Come in. Don't be afraid of the dogs.
Come on, chop chop.
What about those nuts?
Those barking dogs? Just one of Simon's MP3s. And I thought I wouldn't live to tell the story, but I had a stroke of luck and managed to escape through the amoeba.
My dear friend, you've displayed some exemplary courage by confronting Kordsmeyer. And as for you...
My name is Joshua, and I'm starving.
I see. Alpha spoke to me of you, the human who lives among Trantorians. You are quite lucky.
My stomach's growling with hunger.
As is mine, dear friend, though it's the hunger for knowledge which makes us scientists.
I think my legs are going to give out.
Joshua, we're short on time, and I haven't even figured out what those Trantorians are doing here.
You are new to the field, then. Please, take a seat. Trantor, an ancient and distinguished planet, more than 60 light eons from our own.
Let me tell you, if you thought the walk up here was far...
Its inhabitants had already dominated quantum technology before the first single-celled being sprouted to life on Earth.
What he means is they already had some awesome wares running when our ancestors were riding in slime.
They learned to model the space-time continuum at their whim, to leap from galaxy to galaxy, to alight onto dimensional vortices in a purely tangential manner.
You know what? Their travel budget was out of this world.
Their telepathic mastery is such that they could dispense with their mere physical presence, should that be their whim.
Dude, not even Scullery thought of that.
As you are aware, their civilization is beyond ours by an exponentially awe-inspiring amount.
They do seem to be pretty quick.
They could effortlessly make slaves of whole solar systems and shrink them infinitesimally with nothing but a thought.
Their brains could fry our sorry bodies into a heap of atoms. Boggles the mind, huh?
Yet all that seems to interest them is an intergalactic zoo.
He means the only... A what?
A zoo?
Fascinating, is it not? They trek throughout the universe collecting animals and take them to a planet 3 times larger than Earth. An immense zoological collection where ecosystems from extremely distant galaxies and eras coexist. During the journey, they put the animal into an induced slumber which they refer to as the dream.
Sounds like they've been keeping some info from me.
Furthermore, they've been coming to Earth since the dawn of time, and though they actually need no one, they have made us all stakeholders in their enterprise.
The truth is, I don't quite get it.
A time came at which Earth's technological development made it difficult for Trantorians to go unnoticed, and therefore they contacted our most eminent scientists to reach an agreement. We would protect them when visiting, conceal them from the public eye, and supply them with animals. In exchange, they would provide us with some of their knowledge and most advanced technology.
What a deal!
Yes, my friend. Don't you find it unbelievable that mankind has carried out the technological revolution of the 20th century with no help? Had Trantor failed to furnish us with knowledge, theories, and prototypes, we would never have gotten so far. Think of heretofore unconceivable vaccines, the space race, or even the vacuum tubes in the first computer. And you are thinking of Trantor.
I knew that. And the first jelly-filled donut. They told me so.
Astounding, isn't it? As I was saying, we trade animals for wisdom. The Earthling entity responsible for coordinating these efforts is the Contactors International Agency, of which I myself was a member until recently.
Until Kordsmeyer appeared, I suppose.
Precisely, during the dream of the platypus. We were waiting for the Trantorians in a cave in Kubapeti, Australia, when the rocks in the ceiling started raining down on us. It looked like our days were numbered. Right at that moment, a Trantorian appeared through an amoeba point carrying a small sphere in his hand. The NG-0, an antiparticle generator that reduces all sorts of matter to nothing. He raised it up and aimed it at the rocks, and they disappeared instantaneously, as if they'd never existed. Since then, Kordsmeyer has been awfully interested in the NG-0. He even ordered me to ask the Trantorians for it. When I refused, he tried to have me eliminated. So I was forced to leave my position and flee to this dull hideout, surrounded by safety measures with passwords known only by Alpha, Trantor's High Commissioner for Earthling Affairs, and now you, of course.
So what we know is that Kordsmeyer has managed to get a Trantorian spaceship into trouble. At least enough for it to risk sending a message through Joshua.
Whoops! With all this chit-chat, I forgot about the message. Here, Simon.
What is that?
Let us join hands, and then you will see.
Joshua put a lid on it.
Man!
Silence!